Manifest your SP in 17 minutes. Get a text after saying this affirmation just once. $10,000 will fall out of the sky tonight by 10 p.m. if you do this just once. Honestly, I feel like content like that is why people don't take manifestation and its content seriously. Like, everybody is demonizing waiting and time, all while creating content that's all about time. Like manifest in 24 hours, manifest in 3 days, manifest in 2 days, manifest in 7 days or whatever. Like, okay, waiting is bad unless it's in 3 days. Like, whatever. Anyway, let's talk about it. Let's talk about manifesting on a time crunch. Can we do it? Of course, everybody can do it. Everybody has the capability to manifest on a time crunch. Everybody, no exceptions. But not everybody is going to manifest that something by that time that they wanted every single time. And now you can call it limiting belief, whatever, but here's the thing. Content like, yes, you can manifest everything in 3 days. You can manifest anything you want in 24 hours, everything, da-da-da-da. Content like that was the content that stressed me out, that made me feel anxious and made me feel like I was doing something wrong or everything wrong. And so my approach to manifestation and all of this and the content that I do is for people that were or are like I am or like I was. I'm doing content, like I'm doing the type of content that I was looking for back then, that I needed back then. So obviously, not, my content is not going to be for everybody, and that's okay. If it doesn't resonate, leave it. Like, it's fine. Not everything is for you, just like not everything is for me. But just my whole thing is, don't, bring down somebody that's doing something differently than you are. You know what I mean? And, vice versa. Let's do an example. Let's take going to school, or like better yet, sitting in a math class. So we're all there. We're all listening to the same teacher, to the same lectures, same lessons, doing the same mathematical problems and assignments and all of that. But some people are just not going to get it at that exact point. Some are distracted. Some are mentally somewhere else. Some are overwhelmed. Some are just not paying attention or not doing the work. Yes, okay. But they're going at their own pace. And mind you, again, same lesson, same teacher, same math class. But then, you look over to that other student and you see that they're like 4 assignments ahead of you. And I remember I used to look over to that student. I was that person. I used to look over to that student seeing like they were so ahead of me and thinking to myself, like, why can't I be like that? Why can't I just do it so easy like everybody else? But no, like as soon as letters got introduced to math lost me. I lost the battle to math. Again, same lectures, but different levels of focus, different levels of presence, different levels of, inner readiness. But the point is, just because, you didn't get there by a certain time doesn't mean you're not going to. When you're manifesting on a time crunch, it's not really always about alignment, but about tolerating resistance. Because it's not always going to be glamorous work. It's not always going to be pretty. Manifesting on a time crunch is going to challenge how long you can sit with discomfort, how long you can hold your vision without budging, all while your nervous system is screaming bloody murder. And then you're going to have, your content, your videos with people saying, oh, just decide, just assume it's done. That's all you need to do. Yeah, that's completely fine. My nervous system and my brain will totally go along with that without any sort of stress, worry, anxiety, and 40,000 intrusive thoughts. Yeah, I'm just deciding. Like, not everybody is capable of doing that. If you are able to do that, good for you. I love that for you. But don't bring others down that can't do that. Bring solution. Bring comfort. And I don't mean solution as in just creating a video or a post or whatever, or just telling people, hey, you can manifest in 3 days. Like, you can manifest on a time crunch. We know we can. But I mean solution as in how to handle the process, how to handle the frustration, how to go about it, how to approach this whole process. That's what people need. Everybody knows we can manifest on a time crunch. Everybody knows we can manifest everything that we want in a matter of moments. But again, it's just not always going to work out exactly at the time that we want it to. Not always. And that is fine. That's life. But again, I am all about understanding the human part of it. I will never demonize waiting. I will never demonize human emotions. I will never demonize the frustration and impatience that we're, dealing with. Because I was dealing with it and I'm still dealing with a lot of things. Let's say you are manifesting $500 by tomorrow, your SP by tomorrow, whatever. First things first, stop making a big deal out of it. It's not a big deal. Even if it is, it's not. Okay, it's not. Because it's not about you being this perfect machine. Okay, it's not about that. But it is about you holding your story perfectly, your vision perfectly, if you're manifesting on a time crunch. Then yes. Because can you have a full-blown meltdown at 2:02 p.m. and then refocus and get back on track with your thoughts by 2:03 p.m. or 2:04 p.m. That's what it's about. That's the game. That's the difference. Like, you don't have to, shut down worry or stress or frustration. If anything, utilize it. Utilize the stress, frustration, and energy. Like that's all powerful energy. Even though it's not a really good feeling, it's negative as we label it, but it's all powerful energy. You don't obey it. It obeys you. Reality obeys you. Like, if you want it by tomorrow, you have to overpower that deepest, most ancient instinct in your body that screams, panic means run. Panic means lose your mind. That's what you need to override. That's what you need to overpower. That urge to check, that urge to complain, to vent, to stalk, to do what you would usually do in those moments of panic. Another thing that people think they have to do is they have to do something, like they have to do more. It's like, okay, I'm holding my vision, but let me also script out 10 pages of the outcome that I want. And again, if that's something that you assume is going to help you, is going to get you there, then there's nothing wrong with that. There's nobody that can tell you, hey, you shouldn't do that. That's going against it. No, if you feel like that could help you, and that's going to get you there, then by all means do it. But my thing is that just that you know that you don't have to do anything. You just have to hold your vision. You don't have to know or control the how it's going to happen, but you do have to know and control your narrative. You got to know it. You got to know what you want. You got to get clear on it. And let's say you have a real time crunch that you got to do. I'm talking like bill or rent or something like that. That is when you lock in. And I'm talking, if you are worried, if you are stressed, if you are exhausted, if you are whatever, you keep moving. You still keep moving. You pick your outcome. You pick your outcome clearly, the outcome that you want. You pick it clearly and you move accordingly. And what I mean by that is every decision, every thought you have matches and aligns with that outcome that you want. So, and what I mean by that is your behavior and your decisions and what you do doesn't contradict what you are affirming for, what you are thinking aligned of, aka your outcome. And also slam the door on anything else. You do not entertain anything else, any other thought, any other idea about it. You do not entertain it. No dwelling, no spiraling, and no wavering in thoughts that contradict your desired outcome. And even let's say you double down on those 500, you needed that rent by today, and it didn't land. It's gonna feel like hell. It's going to feel like hell. But it's still not the end. It can still shift because of the 3D being so malleable. Like, you can get a surprise extension. Somebody could cover you. You could get a refund from something from before. Your job could pay you early. Something could happen, whatever. Something can come up. Just because something didn't land when you wanted it or when you needed it doesn't mean that it's not going to. The 3D has no final say. It has no power over you. It has delays, yeah. It has even glitches. But it has no power over you. It'll drag you through hell. But you don't stop in hell. Why would you stop in hell? You keep going even if you're crawling. Let's say you're manifesting a job and you've been affirming for that job for however long, it doesn't matter. And you get rejected. Now, a lot of people will stop there. Okay. But if you really wanted that job in that company, that position, that job that you applied for, you still keep persisting no matter what. Because that person who got the job instead of you may not fulfill the criteria that they were supposed to. Maybe, they were just not meeting the expectations that the company thought they would. And so who's the next best candidate? You. And so they call you 2 months later and you got the job because you kept persisting. You didn't give up. You didn't let it be final. Even if it seems like it's over, it's not over. It's over when it's done. And you say when it's done. You say when it's done. And same thing with, manifesting an SP. If you're manifesting an SP by tomorrow on time crunch, first of all, okay, but why? Why are you giving yourself such a deadline? Because my whole thing is, I have no issues with manifesting on a time crunch, but I do have issues, I guess, when, you're manifesting on a time crunch, you set a deadline for yourself, and all that deadline is doing is putting you in a panic cage. You're only focusing on that deadline, on the calendar, on the clock, and you completely lose sight on what you actually want, which is love and commitment with your person. That is my only issue. And if that's the thing, then just focus on what you want, which is the person. Even if you say, and you really, really think that there is a deadline because your SP is, let's say, moving next week or doing whatever next week, and you think that it's over, they can move, but they can come back. They can move and they can text you. They can move and in 48 hours, they think to themselves, yeah, this was a wrong decision. Let me go back. They can move and they can start missing you. They can move and all of a sudden get the courage to talk to you, to message you, to reach out to you. Because a lot of the times people are more like courageous and brave when they're not face to face, where they can't really like run into you, if that makes sense. And so you start texting, talking, and they fall so in love with you that they get back and they come back. So that move actually brought you together. You know what I mean? Like, that was just an example, but like that goes with everything and for everything. Like, train your mind to find the solutions and unfoldings in everything so that everything works for you. Always find neutrality or, for it to go to your advantage. So you have time. Time crunch is not real. It's just that part of you that thinks you're going to lose them if you don't win fast. That's not how love works. Love is not going to vanish under a deadline. Like, there's no such thing as time or distance when you're dealing with the quantum and manifestation. Okay? You can breathe. You can relax. You're not going to miss out on anything, and you're going to be with your person. You are already with your person, and now you're just experiencing the steps that got you there. So time crunch or not, you have done harder things with less awareness that maybe you just don't even remember now. So just stay clear on what you want, lock in, and show up like you know that it's unfolding for you, even this very moment that you are watching this video, because it really is. Just keep persisting. You got this.